Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call.
All right, I gotta get new names going here. Christopher Rentz.
Here.
Lisa McKenzie.
Here.
Sarah DiStefano. Here. Angela Berlinski here. And our illustrious Doug Abbey.
Here.
All right.
We'll move on to the agenda approval. We have some additions, items age 10 through 13. Can I have a motion to accept the agenda?
I so move.
I'll second.
Approval by roll, or approval vote.
All those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. So we'll move on to the consent agenda. We have the approval of the Township Board minutes, the regular meeting Wednesday, November 13th, 2024 at 7:30 PM. Approval of the, number 2, approval of the treasurer's reports, the reconciliation of the tax account, number 3905 as of October 31st, 2024, of 1 page. Item B, reconciliation of the general checking, number 5667 as of October 31st, 2024, 2 pages. Item C, cash summary report by account general fund for October 2024, funds 101, 204, 206, 207, 208, 210, 219, 226, 285, 590, 591, 593, 594, 297, and 298, and 701, 17 pages. Item D, the Cottrellville Township Investments Report as of October 31st, 2024, 4 pages. Item number 3, approval of clerk's reports, revenue and expenditure report as of November 30th, 2024, 25 pages. Item B, approval of paychecks, payroll dates from November 1st, 2024, through November 30th, 2024, for the gross total amount of $25,350.57. Paychecks direct deposit, number DD-2167 through DD-218. Item C, approval of accounts payables, number 10, no open to be paid from October 1st, 2024 through October 31st, 2024. Item 2, $223,397.82 have been paid. Checks, 51 checks, checks numbers 22,382 through 22,431. Tax disbursements in the amount of $10,365.84. With 53 total payables of $233,763.66. I didn't receive any correspondence from the Marine City Fire Authority for the runs for November yet, or the Ira Township Fire Department runs for November 2024. Can I have a motion to accept the consent agenda?
I would like to make note that item 3C, number 1, it was a typo on my part, that is not October 1st, 2024 through October 31st. That should state November through, 1 through November 30th.
With that correction, can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
No motion.
Okay,
Second.
Second.
all right.
Can I have a motion to approve by roll call vote?
I should have wrote these down so that I had them. So we have Chris.
Yep.
Okay, Lisa,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Greg.
Yes. All right. Now, anybody who would like to speak during the open session about any items on the agenda, now's your chance to speak. No one? All right, no one wishing to speak, so we'll,
We don't know what's on the agenda because we always used to get one and,
oh, we didn't,
It was out there.
oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was just
Are they in the-
packets, there wasn't.
Just a master copy.
we didn't have agendas.
Did Mary Agnes used to print out
They've always been printed out, so we can.
I apologize, everybody.
Oh,
I
that's okay.
didn't know Mary Agnes did that
Yeah,
before,
she
you
did.
know, prior.
That's why nobody's talking about it on the agenda.
I apologize.
Would we like to hold for a minute? We can make a couple copies if you guys. If you. Okay,
If you want, well, then we can pause for a moment, I guess. Or, yeah, we can pause we'll take a 5-minute recess.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, 5-minute recess. Not bad for. In order? Okay. Anybody have anything to discuss on the agenda? Any comments? Okay. If not, we'll move on to unfinished business. The only, what's that? Oh, the only item we have on the unfinished business is, last month we had a request for a utility billing adjustment submitted by Mark Leo. It was tabled from the November meeting to acquire details and recommendations from Nick Jarsky, our DPW operations tech. In our packet, we have the recommendation from Nick, and I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at that. The comments say that the meter coupler failed, and the meter fell off, so he recommended a $237.08 credit for the plumber and Superior. Is there any discussion? Can I have a motion to approve the utility billing and adjustment as submitted?
I would motion.
I'll second.
Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Chris?
Yep.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Greg.
Yes, motion passed. On to new business. We have, item number 1 is a request to approve resolution BR 2024-2025-002, amending the Cottrellville Township budget following the November 13th, 2024 meeting where the proposed budget amendments were presented and approved. Any discussion? The only question I had on that was we have on the resolution, Mary Agnes's name on that.
All right.
So I don't know if we can just correct that, change the name, and then we can sign that with the,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yep. All right, so we are striking Mary Agnes Simons and adding Greg.
That's the only change I see. Any other discussion?
And you said the years from March to March, that's,
Yeah, the fiscal year, the township fiscal year runs from March 31st to March 31st. So that'll be the budget we have until March 31st. So these adjustments are what was approved by the previous board, and we'll stick.
And they can be and will probably be reevaluated again at least once more.
Like this was an
For-
amendment. This isn't approval of the new budget yet. This is just amendment to the previous budget.
yep, I was curious how often we amend it.
As often as we notice it needs it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's sort of a work in progress for the year?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Any more discussion? Can I have a motion to approve the resolution with the correction of removing, striking out Mary Agnes's name and then putting mine?
I'll motion.
All right, and I'll second.
Can I have approval by a roll call vote, please?
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Greg.
Yes, motion passes. The next item under new business is request for board approval to allow Township Clerk Angela Galinsky to enter into an agreement on the township's behalf with the International Database Corporation for services related to BidNet, a web-based system providing online bidding services for the Michigan Intergovernmental Trade Network. Any discussion? I'll kind of just say I brought BidNet up before I took office, and It is a free service on our end. It's another avenue to send bids out to get projects bid on. Sometimes it's a little difficult, getting bids for some of the projects, as the previous board has found. And it's just another avenue for us to request bids on the municipal level. A lot of the other local municipalities use BidNet. So if there's no questions, I'll ask for a motion to approve the request.
No motion.
A second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. Yeah, that one I didn't have to have a roll call vote because there's no money. I was catching that in my head. The next item under the new business agenda is the request to approve proposal for spending ARPA funds to upgrade township park signage. I'll open it up for discussion, and I know Angela knows more about what we've got going with that, so I'll let her kind of take over on that issue.
So I prepared a park signage proposal here. Both of the signs at each park, including the signs at the road, and then the smaller signs that are within the park themselves, are in very poor condition. The weather has deteriorated them significantly over the years. So we are proposing, or I am proposing, that we replace and modernize the signage on the township park. It will help, people to even see that we have the parks there in the first place, especially like the river park. Most people don't even realize that's a park over there. These will replace the outdated and damaged signs and add additional signage at the township park here at each of the pavilions, so that we'll be able to post park rules and responsibilities, and then also be able to post on each pavilion if they're rented out or not, so.
So, we're gonna use that River Park and Mary Agnes Station out of
We will be adding park rules onto the new signages, so those parks will be able to be used.
private property, so.
No, well, they're parks, that's what they were designated as, and that's what it'll be used for. So we gotta put some signs up. Any other discussion? Can I have a motion to, nope. Can I have a motion to approve the request to spend the ARPA funds to upgrade the township park signage?
I'll second.
All in favor by roll call vote, please.
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Greg?
Yes, motion passed. Next item number 4 is a request to approve the request for local millage distribution from St. Clair County Parks and Recreation Commission. I'll open that up for discussion. I'll start by just kind of saying that this is a form that gets filled out. Generally, it's done in September after our audit is done, and we can provide the county Parks and Rec with the funds left in our Parks and Rec account, what we intend to use the funds for. Mary Agnes had already sent a form up to the St. Clair County Parks and Rec, and they approved that form. She missed it, putting it on the agenda for the last meeting. So all I'm asking for is to approve the form as she submitted, so we can send it up with our minutes to get our portion of the distribution of funds from the St. Clair County Parks and Rec. I'll entertain a motion to approve that request.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor by roll call vote.
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Greg?
Yes, motion passes. Next item on there is number 5. Request to approve payment for the township portion of the St. Clair County drain assessment in the amount of $36,302.66. I'll open it up for any discussion. If there's no discussion, I'll entertain a motion to approve the request for the payment.
I'll motion.
I'll second. All in favor by roll call vote, please.
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Greg?
Yes. Motion passes. Request to approve, let's see, we're on number 6. Item number 6 is request for approval of the proposed appointments to the Board of Review. I have the list of the Board of Review members. Before we vote on that appointment, I'll open it up for discussion, and I'll start by introducing the Board of Review members that came tonight. If you guys could stand up and introduce yourselves to the board.
Julie Nickel.
Jeff Downs? Dennis Bazinski.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We had a couple of the other that couldn't make it tonight. I believe William and James couldn't make it tonight. But I'd like to appoint those 5 members to the Board of Review for their next term. Can I entertain a motion for that appointment?
No motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. The next item is number 7, request for approval to appoint Christopher Rentz to the Planning Commission as the Township Board Liaison. Any discussion? I think we've all pretty much met Chris. I'll entertain that motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All in favor by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're on to number 8, request to approve the agreement to engage the services of Kirk Huth, Lang, and Badalamenti PLC as the township attorney for matters going forward, not to include any of the items already being handled by Garen, Luco, Miller, PC, and Robert Goldenbogen. I'll open it up for discussion. Everybody's, no discussion? I'll entertain a motion to approve the request.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
All in favor by roll call vote?
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Greg?
Yes, motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I should have, I could have introduced, this is Rob Huth. He will be representing the township in matters going forward. We did some interviewing and found that Mr. Huth fit the needs of the township and the
I fooled them, and I look forward to working with them.
There you go.
I look forward to working with all you folks. Township attorney work is my passion, and I'll be available as they need things, and work hard to be effective and not do it at a very high cost, just to deliver what you guys need. So thank you for considering me.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Number 9, discussion regarding the contract of the building official. I'm going to open this up for discussion, and after speaking with Bill, he's in agreement. So I'm going to make a motion. I'm going to move to terminate all services performed by William Klassen for Cottrellville Township effective December 12th, 2024, according to the severance package. And included in that motion, I would like to elevate our current code enforcement officer, Nick Daughtry, interim building official until we can hold interviews and appoint a new building official with a new contract. So I made the motion. Can I get a second?
I heard some whispering through here, if you want to explain the severance package portion of
Okay,
it.
we agreed. Bill didn't ask for this, but I felt due to his 43 years of commitment and service to the community, I offered to continue his pay to the end of the year till December 31st, even though he said that wasn't necessary. I felt it was a nice gesture. I'd also like, I offered him a watch that I'd like to get engraved. He doesn't want a watch, but I would like to get a nice plaque and put it on the wall and then give him a plaque as well. thanking him for his commitment to this community. Part of the discussion we had was, I had hoped that he would be available to help the new building official and with any questions from past things that went on and whatnot. And he graciously agreed to be available for that if it was ever needed, and act as a mentor for whoever we had put in that position. Bill was he's been wonderful for 43 years, and I wish him well. I hope he gets to enjoy some retirement. I know he's still active in a couple other communities, but that's about it. It was an agreeable situation between all parties. So I'll take a second on that motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor by roll call vote, please.
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Greg?
Yes, motion passes. Oh, that was a good one. So now we'll move on to the additions, package H. Item number 10, request to approve the use of ARPA funds for maintenance for the tires and alignment of the DPW truck in the amount of $1,207.96. I'll open that up for discussion.
We just have one truck.
What's that?
We just have the one truck.
We just have the one truck, and we've got a figure of $1,207.96. It does need other things, and I think it might need some ball joints and maybe a tie rod, and it's better that we upkeep the truck that we have. So we were looking at possibly, opening an account with one of the repair facilities. I don't know how that's going yet. That way we can,
For service.
for service, strictly for service, because it's, if he needs it, you know, he can take it there and get it serviced so that he doesn't have to wait. The truck has racing slicks on it right now, and I told him with the snow coming, we need to get some new tires because we're gonna be, he's gonna be out driving around looking at the water lines all winter, and I really hope that he would have some fresh tires on that truck. So, I'll entertain a motion to approve some ARPA funds for that.
A motion.
I'll second.
All in favor by roll call vote, please.
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes. And Greg?
Yes, motion passes. On to number 11. You're all right. Nothing's ever perfect. You never have anything perfect. Item number 11. Request to approve the use of the remaining ARPA funds in the amount of $40,263.41 for a capital improvement project to add a possible storage facility for the DPW and Parks and Maintenance. We received a general quote for pre-planning of this project, and it is included in the packet. Additional planning and final bid requests will begin after the holidays. I'll open it up for discussion. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the request to use the remaining ARPA funds.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All in favor by roll call vote, please.
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes. And Greg?
Yes. Motion passes. I don't know, am I supposed to bang that every time? Item number 12. Request to approve the cost of attendance to the St. Clair County Assessors Association 2025 BOR and STC updates class on January 29, 2025 for 7 individuals at $20 each plus mileage. I'll open that up for discussion if anybody wants. It's basically our board of review has to go for training and get recertified. Is that every year or is that
2 years.
every 2 years? And that class is coming up and it's in January.
It's in Port Huron.
In Port Huron, so it's rather close. Barb had explained to me that it's one of the better classes for the price. Some of the other classes are more expensive. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the cost of attendance.
I'll motion.
I'll second. I'll second.
All in favor by roll call vote, please.
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Greg?
Yes, motion passes. Item number 13, request to approve the November 2024 invoices from Garin Lukow Miller PC in the amount of $2,119.45. I'll open it up for discussion. We got the bill yesterday, or else it would have been on the agenda. I kind of asked about it, but they don't send it till November 10th.
Yeah, and it was after hours yesterday.
Yeah, and it was after hours yesterday, so we couldn't add it on to the original. But I'll entertain a motion to pay that bill.
It should all be coming to a close within, after this, right?
Well, we might.
still have the-
We have a couple more. We have one more case being handled by that firm, and then once that's done, I know there's a court case January 24th. Hopefully that gets resolved at that time, and then we can, that should be the end of the billing for them, I'm
Okay.
hoping. So I'll entertain a motion to pay the November bill for Garin Lukow Miller PC.
No motion.
I'll second.
All in favor by roll call vote, please.
Chris?
Yes.
Lisa?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Greg?
Yes, motion passes. At this time, I'll open the floor up to any public comments or any announcements from anybody in the community. Step to the podium and say your name and your address.
Well, Dan Sullivan, River Road, 7572 River Road. I just wanted to ask about DPW park maintenance at a storage facility. Is that, you're gonna be here?
It's more than likely gonna be here. We haven't designated a place for it yet. But we had some ARPA funds left over and we actually need a barn for some storage facility because the garage here, so it could be a two-part option. We may use some of the funds to fix the current garage or enlarge the current garage or build a new building in addition to the little garage we have now. But we have some DPW equipment, some generators, and I think a couple pumps that are kind of tight inside the current garage. And it'll give them more room for their meters and all of that as well. And it'll also be / Parks and Rec. We have some ideas for possible equipment for the Parks and Rec, the maintenance of the parks and the grounds as well.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. That's all needed here too, so your garage is definitely all grown, so.
Thank you.
Good, that's great, so.
Thank you. Any other public comments? All right, we'll close the public comments. Moving on to, does anybody on the board have any comments that they'd like to make at this time or announcements? No? I will let everybody know that the new website, we are told, will go live on December 30th, which has been a long-awaited item on the township's need. So look for that new website on November 20th. We'll be updating a lot of the different things that are available currently on the old website. Hopefully we'll have some of that stuff updated so it's easier to find and easier fillable forms online and you can submit stuff online.
Do you want to mention the possible town meeting coming up?
I will be putting together a town hall meeting, which we're trying to put together information for some of the solar farms and the solar leases that are being proposed, taking place in the township. We have a couple leases. So I want to get information together so that anybody who's interested in what is happening with the solar farms, or however you want to call it, I call them solar farms. But we're going to put together a town hall. We're going to have some speakers. I'm told Dr. Nevin, the St. Clair County Public Health Director, is willing to speak. I don't know if any of you guys caught his ad or the article in the newspaper where he talks about the memo that he sent to the St. Clair County Board of Commissioners. We have some other experts I'm trying to get a hold of. that way we can just get the information out to the people, and any residents that have questions about solar farms, solar leases, we're gonna try and have that information available. I don't have a date for that yet. It's probably gonna be after the new year, with the holidays coming up. It's gonna be tight to put it together, and, so you keep your eye out for that. I'll make an announcement on Facebook, and that date, when we do have the new website, it'll be posted on that as well. Other than that, I'll say it's a pleasure. Thank you to everybody who voted for me, and I hope to do you proud. We're working hard already to make the changes needed to fulfill our agenda. With that, I'll entertain a motion for an adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? No motion passes. Thank you, everyone.